Good evening.
I heard you missed us. We're back. That's the best David Lee Roth I got.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Shameless plug.
Yes. It's been a little while. Tonight's subject, as you noticed from the header, are female-fronted. I could say bands, but I put artists, so that would sort of leave it a little open in case I decided to go another way.
They like that term.
Yeah. So anyway, it's probably going to be a little bit long show, but we haven't had one in a while, and Terry has given me permission. That's why the caffeine intake is definitely going to be important tonight.
You're welcome, says a grateful world.
Yes. So, do you have anything to talk about before we run the first video? Anything you want to say to your fans out there in internet land?
No.
All right, well, here we go. First one up. Who is it? I don't know.
I never know.
That is the Ukrainian band Ginger, in case you didn't know, Tatiana. One of my favorite tunes. And that song has made the show before. I do not remember what show it was.
It had to be the drum show.
It could have been. But I really like that tune. And it's probably going to make it another show one time. It's probably going to be Perfect Songs, because I think it's one of my picks for perfect tunes. Anything you want to say about the guys from the Ukraine?
I do love that band. I mean, I love the... I don't even know how to put it. It's just the mood that they can invoke in every freaking song is just crazy cool. I love it.
Well, I definitely like it. Okay, second totally different change, going back to, I believe, about 1976, if I'm not mistaken.
They had women back then?
Yeah, well, not many women-fronted bands, that's for sure.
No.
Here we go.
It'll be a nice evening, I think. This is one of our newer songs we've just gotten together recently. This is called Heartless.
Hey,
nice.
You know, I wanted to let everybody know here that you know, Terry is a bass player as well as a lead vocalist, and I thought that he's planning on wearing that outfit that the bass player in Heart was playing next show. If you want to show up and check him out,
It just looks like it has a really big fur collar.
yeah. Hey, you know, I can't think of the drummer's name, but that's Travis's favorite drummer.
With good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, that band is so freaking tight.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was, I think it was interesting, too, if you noticed Anne's Canadian accent was really thick when she did the intro.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, she lost that, you know, later on, but...
Oh, yeah, very much.
All right.
Oh, geez, that was a good song.
Yeah. All right, next up is a band probably very few of you guys know, but that didn't keep me from, you know, putting it in the show, so here we go.
No one around to tell you where to go.
Name of that band is called Benedictum. I don't think they're still together, unfortunately. But that, I believe they put out several albums. So I believe that one is called Uncreation, if I remember right.
Badass.
Have you seen them before? I know before last night.
No. And I wish I had.
Yeah, you ought to check that album out. It's pretty good. Alrighty, next up, here we go. Miss Doral Pesh.
Yes.
You know what her real name is? Dorothy.
Well, of course.
I don't think
she's from Kansas.
Yeah, I don't think she quite got her, what she deserves, at least in the United States. I mean, in Europe, worldwide, she's a lot more famous, but I just don't think she really, I don't think we appreciated her. and Warlock are solo. Don't you think?
I blame the record label and poor management.
Well, yeah, they intentionally, I think, promoted more because of the environment here.
Right.
So
now we didn't play her anthem, the song that she's
because
most known
you asked
for.
me not to.
Because I asked you not to.
Right.
'Cause everybody plays that.
Yeah.
I wanted everybody to hear her for the first time doing something other than that damn song.
Yeah, I mean, I like the song, but you're right. So I luckily found another nice video there. It was a pretty cool tune.
Very good song.
All right, next up, we'll see who is next.
Don't cry to me. If you loved me, you would be here with me. You want me, come find me, make up your mind. Couldn't take the blame, sick with shame. Must be exhausting to lose your own game. Selfishly hated, no wonder you're cheated. You can't blame the victim this time, and you're too late. So don't cry to me if you left me. You would be here with me. You want me, come find me, make up your mind. You'll never call me when you're sober. You only want it 'cause it's over. It's over.
Yeah, missing my cue. Hey, probably more stuff's gonna happen too. Evanescence. I'm not a huge fan of that band. Are you? Are you a big fan of them?
I'm a big fan of Amy.
Okay. I mean, it's not like they're not talented and all that. It's just for some reason most of the stuff hadn't grabbed me, and I don't know why.
Well, I mean, it's like Dokken.
It's not to me, but it's like, yeah,
Well, I
Dokken
mean,
for you, yeah.
But it's the music, you have to admit, is pretty freaking good. And it's heavy, and it's well produced, but then you've got this classically trained voice on top of it, and it's a weird combo.
I like that contrast most of the time. I don't know why it is. I think most of their music is not heavy and enough for me, and it's not groovy enough.
It's commercial. I mean,
So I that's why I think that I'm not huge, because there's a lot of people that I know that really like those, and especially some of the bands that are on the show tonight.
Right.
You know, they're Evanescence is one of their favorite bands.
oh yeah, and that song particularly was kind of the final word in a feud she had going with the lead singer for Seether. They were an item, and then they weren't.
I take it had to do with alcohol or something,
Oh,
or
yeah,
substance
yeah.
abuse. Or,
Yeah, he was a bit of a drinker, and several of Seether's hits were based on her, and the meaner stuff. And this was kind of her response to that.
I can understand that.
But she got a good song out of it.
I think it's a good song, definitely. All right, we're gonna slip back to a little more classic era here, and here we go.
I was out in the cold, alone in the night. How could I carry on? Felt so empty inside. All you gave me were promises, nothing better than lies. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. Told me how it could be, showed me how to believe, but I just didn't realize it was all in my dreams. All you gave me were promises, but nothing better than lies. Hit and run, hit and run. Hit and run, hit and run. But I know better now. I found another way. One thing I know for sure, I'm gonna live for today. Say goodbye to the bad times. Now I'm free on my Say goodbye to the bad times. Now I'm free on my own. Hit and run, 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 hit and run.
Of course, that's Girl School from the UK. I forgot where exactly they're from, but we found out that we were at the same show back in 30-something years ago.
Yeah, I think that was 83.
They came to the Civic Center, and who was it? Night Ranger and Quiet Riot, and
Yep.
it was a good show. They put on a good show too. Those ladies were the real deal.
Kelly Johnson there, the singer, lead guitar player, she was Lemmy's only regret, not marrying her.
Wow, that says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
she's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
but he let her get away.
Yeah, well. Okay, next up, here we go.
Things, the way you hate me. I miss the screaming, the way that you blame me. I miss the raw sex, leaves me a mess. I miss the feeling of pain in my chest. Miss the phone calls when it's your fault. I miss the late nights, don't miss you at all. I like that kick in the face. Anything you do to me, I love the way that it hurts. I don't miss you, I miss the misery.
Of course, that's Hellstrom. That's a catchy tune, don't you think?
Absolutely.
That everything that I don't feel about the Evanescence, I feel about that. You know,
I get you.
I don't know. You know, it's just different. Of course, it is a little more melodic, I guess, or hooky. You know, it's a very hooky song, so it's easy to get into it.
She did an outstanding job at Back to the Beginning.
Right.
Really put on a solid performance. The only criticism was her choice of Ozzy songs to cover, but whatever.
Right. Well, as you notice, and we've sort of been, whether intentional or not, moving like modern back and forth. So, wow, I don't remember if this one, let me check this real quick here. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Next up. A little personal connection here with this one. Yeah, that's Hydrogen. They're from Kentucky, I think, West Virginia, that area. That was Julie Westlake that was the singer. They've had several singers, and I don't know exactly how many albums, 6 or so. I was lucky to work with them on a couple of albums. Very talented folks. Julie is one of those few people that, when you see her in person, I guess Jack agrees, huh?
Always.
Because I saw a lot of, album covers and publicity and videos and stuff like that. See her in person, she's actually prettier in person than she is in the media, which is hard to, it's hard to understand. Now, the only other person that's happened to me was Lindsay Wagner.
And me.
No, sorry. But I saw Lindsay Wagner back in the day when she was doing Bionic Woman in Las Vegas, shooting us one of the episodes, and I, watched them shooting it out there in front of Caesar's Palace around the fountain.
Cool.
It was the Fembot episode, if you remember, with the Fembots, and I couldn't believe how much more striking she was in person than she was on TV or wherever.
Cool.
But Hydrogen is one of my favorite bands, not just female-fronted bands. I really enjoyed working with them. Their albums are good. They're amazing live. In one of their later, I think the last album, Scotty was actually, he drummed for that.
Cool.
On that album. So there's a lot of personal connections with these guys. All right. Again, we're going to go back. Yeah, sort of a local band from the Atlanta area. And one that this album came off of, it's called Another Mother Further, and I wore it out back in the day. I was in high school, and this, most people, I think, don't think I would be a fan of Mother's Finest. When I talk to them, they say, well, I'm surprised you listen to those guys.
I was shocked.
And, I love this album. This album was amazing. Here we go. long song. We're going to cut it short, and I'm going to play a little bit of one of their other sort of hits. That's Baby Jean from Mother's Finest, by the way. Do you know she played on Molly Hatchet? She sung on some Molly Hatchet songs.
That doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah, it was really cool. All right, here we go. Man, those boots she's wearing. Wow. I unfortunately never got to see these guys back in the day, and they're still playing.
I bet they smoke now.
I bet they do too. I had a huge crush on Baby Jean too. I don't know how I didn't get to see him back in the day.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Back in the early 2000s, I was in a band called Voodoo Dogs, and we had a female lead singer named Gloria Betts, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing Baby Love every time we played.
Oh, cool.
It was, God, I love playing that song.
Don't do that no more.
Ever.
Boy, what groove and funk those guys had. Wow.
I mean,
just watching them move, if you had the music muted, you could just tell,
This song is far more straight ahead than Baby Love, and it kills me how tight they were.
Yeah, I can hear the next song coming on too.
Oh, yeah.
On the album, because I listen to it so much.
Absolutely.
Alrighty then.
I don't remember who introduced me to Mother's Finest.
Yeah, I was going to ask, had you ever seen them, and when did you get into them? Or
I never saw them, but it was early 80s that I cannot think who got me into it, but it might have been Sturdivant, but because he was into a lot of things that I thought was strange.
Right.
I mean, I remember one of his favorite albums, which blew me away, was Commodore's Live. And, he and I spent so much time listening to Rat and Ozzy and all this stuff, and then he's into that.
Right.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, I remember I was from 81 to about 83. I was in the South Pacific in Kwajalein, and one of my best friends was he went to Juilliard, and he played sax and guitar and a bunch of stuff. You know how they do. He was a great musician, and I remember one day bringing that album, and playing it, and he looked at me like, I can't believe you're the first person I've known that even knew who they were. You know, and he, all this. And it was a similar way, like you said, with Jim. You know, we'd sit around all the time listening to stuff. But
Right.
yeah,
And Travis is a huge fan of Mickey's Monkey.
yeah, that's a cool tune. You know,
Extremely, even
Yeah,
total ripoff, but still,
yeah.
best way to do it.
Here we go. Next up, sort of. Yeah, well.
Your love is like a tidal wave, spinning over my head, drowning me in your promises that I left unsaid. You're the right kind of sinner to release my inner fantasy, the invincible winner, and you know that you are born to be. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around. No, no, no. Your love has set my soul on fire, burning out of control. You taught me the ways of desire, now it's taking its toll. You're the right kind of sinner to release my inner fantasy, the invincible winner, and you know that you are born to be. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around. No, no, no. You're the right kind of sinner to release my inner fantasy, the invincible winner, and you know that you are born to be. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, heartbreaker.
That was a few days before my birthday, 1980, and I remember that. I was telling you the other day, I actually watched it live on Dick Clark. I was watching it, and she came on there, and I was like, who is this? You know, he introduced her something. He had a little interview beforehand and interviewed the band afterwards or whatever, but you got it doesn't really seem that much nowadays, but that was very unusual.
Oh, yeah.
A woman fronting in a band playing that kind of music. It hadn't been done really.
That was back when she was my fiance.
Yeah, man. Oh, wow.
I don't know how she never heard of that.
Yeah.
You know, because
it's terrible.
I was wishing it pretty hard.
It probably had something to do with, her and I, but,
fun fact, her song, You Better Run,
yeah,
was the second video played on MTV.
That I didn't know. Wow. Yeah, she was something for a while. There were several songs in the top 10 or whatever. I mean, you turn on the radio and there was Pat Benatar. She was everywhere.
Her and Neil were just on fire for years.
Yep.
Fire and Ice, I think, is still my favorite.
It's hard for me to do favorites. I believe that album, I know it was produced by Keith Olsen, which worked at Sound City. I think that, and he broke off from Sound City and built like one of the first digital studios next door or in the same area. But I think that album was done at Sound City. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But
Jack says yes.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got next here. If this is, make sure I got the right. Yeah, there we go. Damn it, Jack. Yeah, this was a hard choice. This is very 80s, very poppy, the Starship era. And, I was going to put like something from Airplane, like White Rabbit or something. And anyway, I just decided to do this for whatever reason. I did like this movie, though. I always liked Mannequin.
She hated this song.
Really?
And she hated all the 80s crap.
Yeah, she wasn't really a big Starship era.
Because of all the outside writers. She couldn't stand it, and she loved it. She's probably the harshest critic of we built this city on rock and roll. She's like, there's no damn cities built on rock and roll.
I wanted to put Jane in here. She is actually in the video, and one of my favorite Starship tunes. Is just kick-ass tune, but she doesn't really sing on it except like backing vocals. And so at least her and Mickey are in here.
Yeah, she's in her 80s now.
Yeah.
And she is currently working with her son-in-law on a possible punk band career.
Huh.
this woman has been through it all.
Yeah. I'm surprised she's still alive, really, you know. She was a hard partier.
Give you an idea, back in the day, her friendship with Janis Joplin was legendary.
Well, I can't imagine them hanging out together. Wow.
Ooh. And as a matter of fact, in the song Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac, they make references to the two of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's listen, that woman, she's been around, to say the least. I think she had relations with just about everybody in Airplane, Jefferson Airplane, except Marty Ballin, only because he never asked. That's from her. She had a kid with Cantner, China, who was an actress for a while, but now she works for a non-denominational church doing clinic work for dying patients. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And she had sex with Jim Morrison.
Jim was sort of like her, though, wasn't it? I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of people he didn't have sex.
Yeah. I mean, he hit just about everybody he could, and he hit her, and she was a little perturbed that he ghosted her afterwards.
Oh, okay. He might not even remembered it.
You could say he closed that door.
Put him.
I worked long and hard for that joke. Thank you. I'm here all week. Try the veal.
All right, next up is one of my favorite bands. Unfortunately, they've retired. I got to see them once live, and I got several videos, I think 3 on here, from the same band. It's called Straight Line Stitch. I'm not going to play all the 3 videos, but Alexis is the singer's name. Hey, Jack. Did you close the door? I'd appreciate it if you would close the door for me, but I guess you didn't, huh? She has such different looks and everything, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to show some of these videos, and they all kick ass, and it's just one of my favorite bands. Here we go, Straight Line Stitch.
It's a shame to hide behind
was the same person, almost like three different people on stage, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I mean, especially the middle one. When I saw him live, her stage persona was like the second video a lot, the real aggressive.
Right.
And she's just a tiny thing too. And after they had the show, I was sitting talking to her and her husband, because that's him, the guitarist, and she's so timid and demure. It's just really weird. You can barely hear what she's saying. She's so shy, and her stage persona is completely different. But they've got several albums, maybe 3 or 4, and they're really good, well produced. It's just a shame, but they had started raising a family and decided to retire from the road type thing.
It happens.
I think they live in Texas, if I remember right, but they're from, I believe she's from like Chattanooga or Knoxville or someplace not too far away, because when they played here in town, her dad was at the show. I talked to him a little bit. He still lives there, wherever it was, so he came down for the show. All right, we're gonna move on. Next up, a cool video. First time I saw this video, it blew me away, and I still enjoy it. Here we go.
Jenny died of suicide with a candle burning in her eye. But on my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. John forgot what he was on, but he broke the needle, dead and gone. But on my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. Put death by rock and roll. Janie had steel in her bones, but she burned away, blood into stone. But on my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. I wanna go with a shotgun blast.
I can't understand why anybody wouldn't like that song. Wow.
It's an awesome tune.
It just kicks ass.
They are such a killer band.
Yes, I want to see them live too.
They just finished a stint opening for AC/DC.
Yeah,
I bet that was a kick-ass show.
I bet it was too. All right, next up, a band that needs no introduction.
So no.
Can't stay at home, can't stay at school. Old folks say you're pulling a fool. Down the street, I'm the girl next door. I'm the fox you've been waiting for. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I'm your Jerry Bob. Hello, world. I'm your wild girl. I'm your Jerry Bob. Stone Age love and straight sounds too. Come on, baby, let me get to you. Bad nights causing teenage blues. Get down, ladies, you got nothing to lose. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I'm your Jerry Bob. Hello, world. I'm your wild girl. I'm your Jerry Bob. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I'm your Jerry Bob. Hello, world. I'm your wild girl. I'm your Jerry Bob. Hey, street boy, one time style. Your dead and dreams don't make you smile. I'll give you something to live for. Have you and grab you till you're sore. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I'm your Jerry Bob. Hello, world. I'm your wild girl. I'm your Jerry Bob. Jerry Bob. Jerry Bob. Jerry Bob. Jerry Bob. Jerry Bob.
I had forgotten Alita played the lead in that.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of showing off what's to come, huh?
Yeah. Back in her larval stage.
Yeah, they were all such youngsters.
Just children.
Yeah, some of them weren't they? Weren't they like underage? Seems like a couple of them were not even legal to drink anyway.
Probably not.
Yeah,
But that's how Kim Mitchell runs.
yeah. All right, where are we at here? Next up.
6 feet deep, I'll be seeing you underground. Got you figured out. Can't get any lower now, 'cause it's over. 6 feet deep, I'll be seeing you underground. I'll be seeing you underground.
All right, the warning from
Badass.
Monterrey, Mexico. You're a fan of those guys, huh?
The Triple Sisters.
Yeah.
You ever heard their version of Enter Sandman?
I don't remember,
Oh.
but I'll have to check it out.
Oh, it is harsh. It is. I love it.
They've got a lot of videos, you know. I had a hard
yeah.
time really sort of picking one.
You picked a good one.
Same thing from this next band, too. They had so many cool-looking videos. I had a little difficulty picking when I had to pick one here. Here we go.
Have you seen the silhouettes up in the sky?
Burning Witches.
Yes, burn them all.
And I can't remember where they're from. Where they're from?
Salem?
Seriously,
I have no clue.
I was thinking Europe somewhere, but I don't remember.
They do have a very European feel.
Yeah.
I know not everyone in that band is European.
No, I know that, but I can't remember. But
Courtney was tearing that guitar solo up.
Yep.
Whew.
Yes.
She's one of my favorite guitarists.
She's and that sort of brings the show to an end. We're almost at an hour and a half here. I knew it was going to be a long one, and I know probably some of you guys are pissed off that we didn't show some other important female artists,
Such as Debbie Harry.
right? You know, Blondie should have been in there probably. The Janice, what we talked about earlier. I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot, but you know,
And we should say a special shout out to the late great Connie Francis. Now,
oh yeah, she passed away this week. But anyway, I think we're going to, unless there's something else you would like to add, we're going to sort of wrap things up.
let's wrap it up.
I'm going to let another video by the Burning Witches, a live video, sort of play out the rest of the show. And hope to see you guys next time. It's been fun. We got to get back into the routine for sure. Where's my camera at here?
Yeah.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Leave us some comments and all that good stuff.
Later.